Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to take a look at a few photos of strange mutations, unusual observations that people have made from various places around the world. I also have a new sky phenomena picture slideshow, new photos sent in from all around the world of the sky. Scott from Manitoba up in Canada, a fiery orange sunset, then a very low to the ground shelf cloud. Looks like it's coming down to the tops of those trees. Here's another angle of the same storm sent in by Scott from Manitoba, and then a double-decker rainbow appeared after the storm departed. Great photos. Christina M. out of Naples, Florida. Big beams towering across the sky at sunrise, and then they turned into two light beams. They went from dark to light. Look like spotlights over there. Billy out of Missouri. Yet another very low to the ground, big personality shelf cloud. Looks like it's touching the tops of the trees over there. At least maybe the power poles. That's a very low storm system. Very ominous looking storm cloud. Here we've got a photo out of Vidalia, Georgia, sent in by Ben. Looks like a rotating, almost a twister type of a cloud that's orange. Wasn't a tornado, but definitely looked different than the rest of the clouds in the sky. Stephanie out of El Paso, Texas, noticed this lightning and there weren't any storms going on in the area. She found that very, very unusual. Vietnam, Arturo A, fiery orange sunset with some orange mammatus clouds. Now that's something you don't see every day. Here you've got what looks like a jet penetrating the sun, going high up into the atmosphere. Corey out of Atlanta, Georgia. Some unique clouds here that look like they were being influenced by something or maybe two things that were quite large. This side here has got like a semicircle to it. Over here it's got more of a straight edge. They don't look like random clouds. Here it is in a slightly enhanced format. Light is dark and dark is light, and you can kind of see very clearly that there is something or was something up there that might have been influencing the clouds. Debbie out of HOBE Sound, Florida. Pink sky turned to orange about 5 minutes later. Sunset from HOBE Sound, Florida. Photos sent in by Debbie. More purple skies, this time over in London. Photos sent in by Jeff. These are unedited. Those are exactly the way I received them. Heather sent in a photo taken by Maj Jose from TEEPEE Creek, Alberta. They were out photographing the night sky when they happened to catch a meteor entering the atmosphere. That's a meteorite as it's coming through the clouds above Alberta. Spectacular photo there. Fireball here sent in by Steve, caught on his doorbell cam of all things. And it was a big fireball at that. Pretty good size anyway. Slow moving right there as it came into the atmosphere. Had pretty decent size to it. Nikki J out of Mustang, Oklahoma. Another fiery orange sunset. This photo here sent in by VHE out of Calgary has got an entire plethora of colors here. Starts off with a goldish, orange, yellow, white, light blue, dark blue, gray, black, red, pink, and then we've got a half moon up there in the upper left-hand corner. Very busy photo. Miles out of Chicago said this cloud reminded him of an aircraft carrier up in the sky. It's just a big, unusual cloud. Glenn H. out of Gulf Breeze, Florida, he noticed some big ovals up in the sky. There were like two, or at least the outline of one, quite possibly two, an opening in the sky that was the shape of like a racetrack, a big oval. Perry H. out of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Clouds boiling in the sky as a storm was brewing. Next photo was sent in by Cindy out of Michigan. Pay attention to this cloud up here as it has a very unique shape to it. Looks like a bird from the dinosaur age. Look at that. What an uncanny resemblance. Big wings and a large head, large beak shape to it. Obviously it's not, but that's what it kind of looks like. That is totally bizarre. And that's unedited. That's exactly the way I received the photo from Cindy out of Michigan. I just made the comparison to that giant bird there that stood 8 meters, about 24 feet tall, and that's a replica of the giant bird. Again, back from the dinosaur age. Scottsdale, Arizona, Dawn K. Got a glowing orange cloud that's shaped like a ship above Scottsdale, Arizona. Incredible photograph. Germany, Mike, looking out the window of an airplane. The shadow of the plane was cast inside a halo outside the window. How about that? Pretty rare. Calvin out of Ohio. Notice the sun fiery reddish orange down on the horizon behind that storm cloud. This photo here is something very unique to me. I've never seen one like this. I'm leaving this, as I always do, entirely up to you guys. This is how I received the photo. Al took this from Taylorsville, Utah. Obviously, it's a lightning strike, but he was not familiar with why it looked the way it looks. I don't know if that's a side effect of camera movement or if the lightning literally looked like a ribbon. I don't know. I've never seen that. More than likely, I would say the camera moved a little, but I'll leave it up to you. Chris out of Charleston, South Carolina. Big jumbo halo around the sun. Las Vegas, Keith and Nicole. Humongous storm cloud high in the sky above Las Vegas, Nevada. Look at that thing. That is massive. Detroit, Brian B. Another ominous looking storm cloud, this time above Detroit, Michigan. Very low to the ground too. Been seeing quite a few of those lately. Carl out of Germany. This is why he took the photograph. Do you see that very unusual cloud in the sky that's shaped exactly like an arrow? See the spear on the tip? Get a load of that, would you? Unreal. Karen out of Bolton, United Kingdom. Got a triangle shadow right there in the sky. Gulf Breeze, Florida. Glen H. More beautiful purple skies. That's a unique lavender color. David F. out of Medical Lake, Washington. Spectacular orange sunset reflecting off of the lake. Photo here sent in by Fendel P. out of Washington, D.C. Very intense, spectacular double-decker rainbow. And then this one here was sent in by Jeanette out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just an individual rainbow shaft that wasn't connected to anything. Just up in the sky, hanging around. Photo here sent in by Jeffrey out of Jacksonville, Florida. Light purple, kind of a pink rainbow, double-decker rainbow. Village Mills, Texas. Jade. More ominous looking storm clouds. That one there kind of looked like a gateway arch over the town of Village Mills. That's what compelled her to take the photographs in the first place. They just looked out of place. Very strange. Jennifer out of West Virginia. That is a very intense rain shaft coming down out of that cloud. Looked like the sky just opened up right over that vicinity. It looks like a tower coming down to the ground. That is about as intense of rain as it can possibly get right there. Incredible photographs, guys. Keep them coming. Now to the strange mutations. Tanya G. out of Washington noticed a very unusual bee that she said she'd never seen one quite like that before, and I agree. I mean, I've seen some big ones out here in Arizona, but never with a head like that. That is quite unusual. Again, I'll leave this up to you guys. I don't know. I'm just sharing. Here's one sent in by Laura out of New Hampshire. She said that was some sort of a unusual looking moth she noticed on the wall. This is outside. Looked like some sort of a scorpion or something. Very, very unique. Here's another photo of, this time, dandelion leaves of all things. This is the second time I've gotten photos of dandelion leaves, and I've never gotten them before ever. So that tells me that this is something new. That looks like romaine lettuce. A very large romaine lettuce. These things are about 20 inches long. And those are dandelion leaves of all things. Here's a double-headed dandelion. This one's sent in by Cheryl C. Got 2 stems, 2 heads. In fact, I've got multiple photos of double-headed dandelions. Here's another one sent in by Cheryl, and you can see the top. There's a head here. They grew together somehow. Don't really know how. Neither did she. Here's a side view of the same double-headed dandelion. Here's another look at the double-headed dandelion. You can see the stems grew together. How weird is that? Now this photo here was sent in by Dan O, and this is of a tree that's in his house. And the tree doesn't normally get much bigger than that. It's an indoor tree that sits on his counter. And then all of a sudden, this tree, this one branch, took off and had a growth spurt. And this thing reached almost to his ceiling. He had never seen that tree do that before. But for some reason, it took off and did that, and you can see it gets a little bit of outdoor light right there by a window and quite possibly a little bit over there. I'm not saying that has anything to do with it. I'm just saying that's an unusual observation by the owner, Dan O. Here we've got purple clovers. Photo here sent in by Jenny out of Michigan. Never seen those before, and neither had she, but there they are. We've seen 4-leaf clovers, 5-leaf clovers, 6-leaf clovers, and now we've got purple clovers, not only in one location, but 2. Here's another one sent in by Joe from southeast Michigan. And you can see those are starting to turn a wine color or a color of purple. Here's yet another double-headed rainbow sent in by Jay Pohl out of Michigan. and that's where the purple clovers were from. Here's another photo of the double-headed dandelion. You can see the stems grew together, becoming one. And then last but not least, we've got a peach giving birth to yet another peach. How about that? Wendy L. out of Northeast Georgia. I've never seen anything quite like that, and neither had Wendy. That's why she took the photo and shared it with me so I could share it with you guys. A peach morphing into yet a smaller peach. Now that is what you call a strange mutation. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery, and sometimes I'll use them in a picture slideshow, just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.